Sixer Nation, what up? Today we finally got to hear Tyrese Maxey and Paul George have a full-blown conversation as Tyrese Maxey hopped on Podcast P with Paul George. And it's one reason I'm really excited beyond the play this season is PG's massive platform is going to give us a deeper dive, give us more insight into these players, their mindsets, what's going on with this team on a week-to-week basis. And today was really the start of it all. They had a great conversation, talked about teaming up and what that decision was like, and Joel Embiid, and they said some really, really good things. So I'll tell you what stood out to me in this episode as I just got done listening to it all. Definitely recommend checking it out, and we'll break it all down. But as always, welcome into Philly Take with RB. I'm RB. If you do enjoy this video, at the end, go down and hit that like button. Be sure to hit that subscribe button as well so you don't miss any of the coverage. But I want to start off with Tyrese Maxey. Just a couple of things I've noticed this summer, these recent months, this past year, even today with this one clip, right, where they're serious. They're talking about competition and teaming up and what things are going to be like. He always finds a way to get some humor in there, right? He is one of those people where they say he walks into a room and he immediately can brighten it up with his smile. That's who Tyrese Maxey is. And he was joking about how the Sixers PR team posted a video when they signed PG, and Maxey was in there getting cooked by PG. He's like, yo, why are they posting all these highlights of me getting cooked by PG? So just a way to, bring a little bit of a light topic to the conversation. But look at his smile, man. Like, even when I saw Maxey at Summer League, I did not get to talk to him, but seeing him walk around, everybody's shaking his hand. It's like he has gotten to the point now where, one, anytime he walks in the room, like, he is a shining star. But also, what I've noticed about Maxey is his confidence is so high, man. And I'm not saying it wasn't before, right? He's always had that chip on his shoulder from crying on draft night, to coming to Philly and always saying the right things and going through the adversity that this team has went through. He's always had to work a little bit harder, and he has for sure. But seeing him walk around, and maybe it's the payday, I don't know, but he's walking around like, yo, I'm the dude now. And I love it. He's not just the young sidekick to Joel, where it's like if he goes out and has 30, it's just a once in a while good game. He's like, nah, I'm that dude. Like, low key, he's not cocky, but he's very, very confident in some of these interviews and clips I've been seeing. And I like it, man. And he's only 23. Imagine what he can be down the line. It's why I believe he really can be a face of this league if he continues to improve his play, because he just has the personality as well. So shout out to Tyrese Maxey, man. Just an incredible player. Glad to see his story. And I'm glad he's here in Philadelphia. But he sat down with Paul George, and I took some notes, actually, of a few things I wanted to mention. The one thing that really stuck out to me from this episode was just how humble he was, too. He said that the reason he connects with Philly fans is because, growing up, he wasn't given anything, right? And he talked about the hard work of these Philadelphians and just saying that, they come from nothing. I came from nothing, and they're just appreciative, to always be there to watch the games, etc. And he talked about his teammate, Joel Embiid, who has a similar mindset, right? Who didn't start playing basketball until later in his life. And one thing that really showed me that the chemistry is there, that the connection is there, and of course PG will join in on this, is this conversation between Tyrese Maxey and Joel Embiid when they were talking about who they wanted to play with this year in Philly. And I'm just going to play the clip and let you listen to it a little bit.
Emotions when you found out that PG was coming to Philly.
You see the things like throughout, the year on social media or whatever, but you can't never believe that, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, once the year ended and all that stuff happened, and I got a call from Big Fella, like, man, he went down the free agent list, and he's like, that's what he wanted to do. That's what he wanted to do. And I'm like, listen, man, hey, I'm going to ride with you till the wheels fall off. And
I'm going to ride with you till the wheels fall off. It could be easy for big superstar, just got paid, Tyrese Maxey at 23, thinking he's on top of the world, to come in like, nah, I want my own team and I want to do this and I want demands. He said, nah, Joel, like, you've been here. You've been through the grind. You've been through the ups and the downs, the ebbs and the flows. I'm going to ride with you till the wheels fall off, man. I'm not going anywhere. He waited another year, and they talked about that as well in this episode. I was patient, and I'm locked into the goal of this team, and I'm locked into playing with you, Joel. And, even when he was a little bit emotional at his museum thing, talking about Joel and how he believed in him, like, their chemistry is at an all-time high. And I just love the way that Maxey and Embiid speak about each other And when it comes to Paul George in this episode, I mean, we've known this, but he's just very well spoken. And I think he's going to fit right in with these two, both in terms of a play style, but also as a personality. So I really liked listening, to how these guys were connecting so well already. It just seems different than PG's days with the Clippers. And maybe I'm wrong, but it's just how I interpret it. Before we jump back into it, let's give a shout out to our sponsor of today's video, Via. If you are someone out there who enjoys hemp products, but maybe doesn't know where to get them, or are in a state where they're not legally accessible to you, then Via is for you. Via is the only lifestyle hemp brand, and their premium hemp products are farmed and crafted with care in the US and trusted by over 500,000 customers. You guys have to check this out. My favorite part about these products is that they all come with a purpose on the package, right? They're very bright, vibrant, a lot of great flavors, and they're well known for their premium THCA flower, which is grown indoors in state-of-the-art facilities and harvested at peak levels. But they also have zero THC products for people like myself. So if THC is also not for you, then you can take advantage of their CBD line. They have products designed for sleep and focus and energy, just things that will get you right and have you glowing all summer long. I actually started trying CBD myself recently to help sleep better, and they went ahead and sent me some of their product to try. And I do have to admit, it is very good. It is some of the best that I've come across thus far. And the best part is that Via legally ships in discreet packaging directly to your doorstep with a worry-free guarantee and no medical card required. And they use quality ingredients and are very affordable and accessible. So if you are 21 or over, go ahead and check the link to Via's website down in the description or pinned and use the code PhillyTake to get 15% off. Let them know that Philly Take with RB sent you upon purchase to help support our show. Now, he also talked about Joel Embiid's leadership. I'm not going to play the clip, but in this clip, and anybody that questions Joel's leadership style should listen to this, he pretty much said, Joel has changed massively since I've been here. Like, he is not the same Joel. He is way more vocal. He is a presence in the locker room, and a lot of people want to kind of shape Embiid into that. But at the end of the day, Embiid's going to lead how he wants to, right? Not everybody has to be all rah-rah and lead the same way. But Max even said in recent years, if he's playing like crap, Embiid will go up to him and start talking smack. Like, yo, Maxey, step it up. You stink. I need you. So that just, motivates these guys and gets them up. And Joel Embiid has a hold of that locker room. And I think Maxey confirmed that here. So all the narratives out there about Embiid not being a good leader, maybe not having good body language, this and that, these guys trust in Joel Embiid. And it seems like Paul George, especially with his veteran experience, being one of the best in the game at one time, is going to come in and fit right alongside that and just be on the right path with these guys. So yeah, I really like the connection. A couple other things that I liked about this episode was Maxey talking about the X's and O's. And he said that when Embiid got injured this past year, it was very tough for him. He was open. He admitted it. And said that, he had to learn how to manipulate the game. And he talked to guys like Donovan Mitchell and Kyrie Irving and just a few others about their knowledge of being a point guard and how to maneuver, right? He said, once you're the guy now, like, they start throwing defenses at you that you haven't seen, right? And he admitted, like, I wasn't prepared. I wasn't ready for that. But he did credit his coaches. He credited Nick Nurse for always trying different things and being willing to do that, pretty much unlike his prior coach. And he said now, going into this offseason, the biggest focus from year 3 to year 4, which was last offseason, was knowing what I need to improve on. He said before, he was just the young gun, right? I'm going out there doing what the trainers, the development guys are telling me to do. He's like, last offseason, the reason I was ready to be the most improved player is because I knew I had a plan of attack going into it. And I like how Paul George shared his insight from how he used to do that, right? And then PG even spread some more insight into what he's doing now. And my favorite thing from PG in this episode is he said, at some point, man, you have to learn how to adapt. It doesn't matter how old you are. He said, I'm 34. You can never get complacent. There's a guy 5 years younger than you that can do the same exact things, but they're quicker, they're more explosive, maybe they're stronger, right? He said, I'm getting older. I've changed my diet up this summer. I'm not eating any sugar, things like that. So PG is constantly working on his body to help adapt with, his age and getting older. And he pretty much just said that the goal to being great is you have to sustain longevity. And he gave those words of wisdom to Tyrese Maxey, which I thought was really, really cool. Lastly, I'd say Maxey talked about some of the new players the Sixers got. He talked about Caleb Martin and put his stamp of approval on him. He pretty much said that he did all the little annoying things in Miami and that he's really excited to play with him because he can do everything. He can guard the other team's best player, can put it on the floor, had a lot of good things to say. It seems like both of these guys are really excited about this roster and believe that they can contend for a championship with the likes of Boston and New York. And one final thing that obviously everybody's interested in is the black jerseys. Maxey almost slipped up. He said, I can't really, confirm anything, but there is, quote, a high possibility of the black jerseys coming back. And I think everybody wants those back, man. It will be absolutely electric if they end up returning, and they had him in his museum thing. So yeah, Maxey's hype on the black jerseys. All of us are as well. And overall, just a wonderful episode. Just really good conversation between a guy who's been around the league for a while. Like even Maxey, was asking him about a question from, when he was 13, 10 years later. PG was in the league 10 years ago, and now they're teammates. It's crazy, man. Shout out to these guys. It's going to be a wonderful season, and I can't wait to see how it plays out. Give me all your thoughts on this podcast episode down below in the comments section. As always, appreciate everybody for tapping in. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. That being said, I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.